Hi everyone, welcome to Mac's Art Place. I'm Mac, or Marlene if you wish to call me that. And as you can see, I'm messing with resin again today. I've got a pyramid. I'm going to put things in it like shells and a copper piece I had here. Things are disappearing on me. Might add some color. I have to do this one and redo that one. And I have a little pyramid. I've got little flowers I cut from the yard and a bracelet that I'm going to do. Wonder where my piece of copper went. I filled the bracelet with stuff that I had cut from out in the yard. I've mixed up, I'm using resin. I've mixed up 2 cups. I've stirred it for 3 minutes. I purchased this really neat set of different size, multicolored stuffy poos. I forget what you call them. So I'm probably going to add some of that, and I'm going to start with this. This will take the most resin, and I'm not sure how much it takes, but the other neat idea that I had is I was growing orchids, and I seem to be having an awful time with my orchids. So I have one left that's has 2 flowers on it, and I thought that I would cut them off and put them in here, so at least I can see later on that I did grow a beautiful orchid. And I kind of like, here's some little stars. Let's see. I think I'll just do the glitter here with the purple and the green. I like those 2 colors together. And I'm just going to use them in here. I have no idea what I'm doing. So you'll bear with me, please. And my little piece of copper wire seems to have disappeared, or it's on the table somewhere and I can't see it because I'm half blind in one eye, so sometimes I have visual problems, unfortunately. I lose everything. And that was the second piece I cut. So I'm going to look for that and start filling this one. I really like this gadget because now when somebody comes into the garage and wants to walk through the house, all I have to do is pause my video and turn it back on again. I found my copper. I just cut one of my orchids, and I think it's such a pretty color. And when working with a pyramid, which I have never done before, but I do know that you have to remember you're going to turn it upside down, so you have to kind of work backwards. So I've got a leaf in there and my orchid, and I think I will pour in there to cover that and position it how I want it to go. If I slide some down the side, it'll hold the leaf where I want it. Well, got to turn the leaf around because I don't want the back of the leaf on where you're looking. I want the front part. And I'm going to add a little bit of those sparklies now before I fill it up. So we have some of these purple. If I can get the lid off, I'll be doing something. Okay, so I got shown down. And that's that lid. And I'll pour a little more. And it looks like my orchid is floating. So maybe I can push it down with a stick. And here's my piece of copper I found. Add a little bit more. And I don't have to fill the thing all the way up. I mean, if you want a big pyramid, you can do that. And I think for my first try, I won't do that. I even went out and picked this rose, and I'd like that to remind me of the rose bushes I have out there. And I have this rose, and I have a shell. I remember that shell when I was a little girl. All right, so now we got to cover these flowers. And it looks to me like 2 cups probably isn't even enough to fill this big pyramid. But I'll mix up 2 more cups, well, maybe 1.5 cups, because I want to cover those 2 pictures I did on glass and make a bracelet and a smaller pyramid. So, poke that one down, and my orchid has come up to the top. I'm going to add a little bit of this 24 karat gold. And I want to see what happens if you put a little bit of primary elements powder in. I know white sinks to the bottom. Geez, I got so much stuff all over me. I don't know what this will do. So we'll find out. This is the way you find out. This is for me anyway. So however it turns out, it turns out. It's got memories from my garden. The gold is not sinking. But that's okay. It'll be on the bottom. And I don't know where any of the other things are. This rose is floating, so I want to get it under there. And that rose is floating. And there's the leaf stem. I'll spread some of this purple out. I'm not going to put green in because I'm going to have a hard time picking up all the purple anyway. It fell over because I couldn't get the lid. They made the lid so small. Okay, that's going to be my pyramid, the big one. I'm going to do a little one with these tiny roses that were from in my garden. So I'll mix up some more and come back. Well, something happened and it shut everything off, but I have gotten the epoxy or resin on these 2, and I got to get the bubbles out of it. I got a little too close over there. And where I washed with Dawn is not doing too well. So maybe alcohol's better. And we gotta get this burnt spot off and recover it. I'm waiting for that to get a little bit harder. I'm hoping when it starts to cure a little that I can get the flowers to stay with the stems up in the air. I'm trying to look for more bubbles. They peek up. So, as not to waste this, I'm going to pour it in here. And I'll keep checking on it until it gets somewhat hardened. And then I will try making the stems so that the flowers stay up in the air or at the top. See? They go sideways. Oh, I hope this is not a bust as well. I really wanted to save my orchid. I might as well use more on these to get rid of this. To cover these. I don't know if I can save that. Kind of doubt it. But I'll give it a try. And we have more bubbles. There, I think I have all the bubbles. Well, I'm sorry it shut off in the middle when I was pouring it around, but you already know how to pour things, I guess. And I am going to keep trying to get these flowers to go like that. I'll keep checking it. And I guess when it gets a little cured, maybe they'll stick that way. This one as well. So if anybody has any knowledge on how to get your flowers from stopping to float when you're trying to do some resin, let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great weekend. And please subscribe. Now I got resin on my little, who'd you call it? And give me a like and some information if you have it. Thanks again. Have a nice rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.